Hey guys, how y'all doing today? My name is Franchise Fanatic and welcome back to the channel. And today, if you guys, there's another, well, you saw the thumbnail, you read the title, right? It's Spongebob, Squarepants, and Call of Duty. Now, what the fudge do those two have in common? We'll get to it. But make sure to like the video if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new. It really does help your boy out. It's been a minute, right, since I posted a video. Homework's been kicking my yeehaw, so now that I have a little bit of leeway, I figured I'd make this video. So Spongebob SquarePants is a show that I loved ever since I was a kid, obviously, and I loved it. I'm going to be 26 soon. That's freaking weird, but I'm still, you know, I mean, SpongeBob is truly a show that every age group can enjoy, and I think that, you know, as I'm getting older, it's just honestly getting better. So yeah, I love all the games. I love all the seasons. I've seen at least the first 3 movies. You know, the first one's, you know, obviously the best, but, you know, they're all pretty good. So yeah, man, I freaking love this franchise, and the fact that SpongeBob SquarePants is, you know, on DVD, like, for example, Season 9, which I'm watching right now when I exercise, that helps out to kind of, you know, rewatch it. It's how long is this? 588 minutes, so just in Season 9, man, that's a fudge ton of content. And with that, you know, there is obviously SpongeBob SquarePants Season 14 coming out on DVD November 19th. So, good birthday gift. My birthday's the 13th, but, you know, it'll be a little belated or whatever. But, yeah, I think it's kind of cool, right? SpongeBob is consistently getting DVD releases. And, you know, why is that such a big deal? I have a lot of shows, right? Animated shows, or just live-action shows, you know, specifically regular show, right? Now, I do own regular show, the entire show on DVD, right? I got it all. However, in where I'm located, in the big old world, there is Season 1, 2, and 3 on DVD. We don't got 4 through 8 or whatever. We don't have it. They don't sell it. You're effed. Get boomed. So with that, I had to you know, kind of assist myself financially and buy a region-free Blu-ray player. That means I can watch any DVD from anywhere in the world, right? No matter what, like, source code it is. I had a freaking horror story with source codes. Maybe I'll get into it at the end, but it wasn't fun. So, you know, now I'm able to buy regular show Season 4, 5, 6, 7, whatever. You know, it works on the region-free player, which I do. If you have a Blu-ray player, or if you don't, I don't know why you wouldn't, but if you want to, you know, watch as much content as you can with some of these animated shows, I would definitely buy a region-free Blu-ray player. Not too expensive, and I think it's, you know, pretty much worth it. It's a bang for your buck for sure. But, you know, SpongeBob Season 14 is coming out, like I said, November 19th, and it's crazy. I have Seasons 1 through 13, so adding 14 to the collection gonna be pretty sick. Now, why is this such a big deal? Again, it's fun for me, right, and probably you if you're watching this, because we both assumingly like SpongeBob, right? I also am a DVD collector. I like to collect these things. Having a physical collection is pretty effing cool, right? Because in the you know, crazy tech world we're living in, you know, video game publishers, developers, or just certain, you know, whoever, they have this innate horrible effing power to just, if they want, pull the freaking plug. And you know that weird Ubisoft saying, you know, if buying isn't owning, pirating isn't stealing, or something like that. Basically what it's saying is that, you know, if you buy a video game, right, digitally, or if you buy a movie or TV show episodes digitally, and, you know, obviously if the power goes out, you're effed either way, but if the internet goes out, or if the PSN goes down, Xbox Live goes down, you're screwed. You can't play whatever you bought. Like, you are at the mercy of the developers or the people that buy this kind of shit, you know what I mean? You are literally screwed. But with a actual... so much shit in my hands. With an actual DVD, you can, you know, plop this sucker in the Blu-ray player, and there you go. You're set, you know. So it's really great to have that kind of, you know, knowledge that, you know, a show that I love, like SpongeBob, for example, I can watch it. You know, I don't have Nickelodeon. I don't have Paramount Plus. I haven't watched SpongeBob Season 14 ever. I don't even know what's in it. I've heard it's a little short, but, you know, in terms of the, you know, episode length, or, you know, length of episodes, or amount of them, I should say. But, you know, I haven't seen them. So the fact that I can buy this DVD and watch it whenever I want, when the internet goes out, when the power goes out, you're screwed. But, you know, when you have access to something that you physically bought, they can't take that away from you, and that's really cool. You look at, like, games like Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 3, for example, which is, look, you can get into a whole argument about Modern Warfare 3 however you want to, but you know, look. Oh really? You love this game? What do you? Yeah, I love Modern Warfare 3. It's a really good time. Okay, it's a good video game. I don't give a shit that it was a DLC. I don't care. Like, I bought it for $70. My parents bought it for $70 for my birthday or whatever. And you know, look, as an offline only player, I know, what? Are you stupid? as an offline-only player, you know my reasons, hopefully, at this point. I enjoyed the campaign. Yeah, it was short as fudge, but it was still, a good experience. I enjoyed it. I liked the open combat missions. I thought it was fun. Ending, pretty trash. I won't ruin it, but it's not too great. Multiplayer. Literally, in my opinion, okay, I have played and owned every COD game that has offline bots, and they're all pretty great. But Modern Warfare 3 2023 is, in my opinion, the best. I think it plays the best. The FOV slider is great. It looks great. It runs great. The maps are, now that we're at the kind of, the end of Modern Warfare 3's life cycle, it runs really great, and it's a really, really good time. But the zombies, bit of a dour spot. You can't play it offline, so I never played zombies. I don't really care at that point. But the multiplayer really kind of, settles a need, a Call of Duty need, to do my duty and have it called to me. And I did that duty really. It's weird, but you know what I'm trying to say, right? I did my duty, and yeah, it was fun. But with that being said, this is the last COD I will, well, maybe not ever buy, but I'm buying right now, right? Black Ops 6 is coming out in November, and preloads are happening right now, and everyone's getting all excited, and they're downloading it all 8,000 gigabytes. But the issue with me as an offline player is that, yeah, this will have a physical release, right? Like this, it'll come on disc, and you can buy the disc. Now, you can make an argument that the disc really doesn't, count for anything. I don't know what that is in there. But it doesn't really, oh, you got to download a patch. I get it. I'm not stupid. It literally says on the cover, requires content download. So, yeah, you're not getting the full package on the disc, which is another conversation in and of itself. But with that being said, this game has offline bots, right? You can play this game, the campaign and multiplayer, completely offline. So when Activision decides to pull the freaking server or whatever, pull the plug, so to speak, and kill it, metaphorically, or PSN goes down, or Xbox Live goes down, or whatever, as long as you have power and the Xbox Series X or PS5, whatever, is turned on, you can play Modern Warfare 3 completely offline, which is good. It's got great guns, great maps, great modes. It's a hell of a lot of fun. With Black Ops 6, there is no offline. You have to be connected to the internet at all times, regardless of multiplayer, campaign, or zombies, which is a big effing no-no, not just for me who likes to play offline bots, right? That's part of it. But the other big part, that the reason why so many people are up in arms about this, is because it's completely stupid, because they're like, oh, we gotta make it, for it to run best and look the best, we have to, do texture streaming, or whatever BS they're claiming, It's probably not even that. I'm assuming there's gonna be a big patch down the line where they remove that, because everyone's pissed off, including myself. You should be too. I don't even care if you don't play Call of Duty. This is about, like Spongebob, right? These two things are correlated because both of them, Modern Warfare 3 and Spongebob, not just Season 9, but every season, they are essentially infinite. Like, you can, as long as, like I said, you have power, you can put both of these discs in, regardless of the internet or someone pulling a metaphorical plug at the office. You can play and watch these things because I bought them physically, and I own this shit because I bought it. If you buy something online, digitally, I'm not saying you can't, you do you, but I'm just telling you straight up, like, these are the facts. When you buy something online, a game, they have the power to delist that and just completely wreck your life. You know what I mean? If you buy it on a disc, you're pretty much golden. I know you got to download patches or whatnot, but you get the point. With Call of Duty Black Ops 6, however, again, if you want to play the campaign 25 years down the line, because maybe it's just that good, you can't. Because, oh shit, my internet's out. Or, oh, shoot, I forgot to connect to the Xbox store, or, whatever they're doing at that point. Just the asinine things that you have to do to just, play a mission, for God's sake, or, play a freaking match of multiplayer. And again, with their assumingly, not being any offline bots, right, it's an online-only game, much like the newer Battlefield games, I know they have, campaign and all that, which can be played offline, but still, for the multiplayer, for Battlefield at least, 99% of them, you can't play offline. So when they pull I think they're pulling the plug on Bad Company 1 and 2, the multiplayer. I think they're doing that like next month. They might have already, I'm not too sure, but I heard they're doing that soon. You will not be able to play Bad Company 1 or 2 at all, multiplayer. Like, you're screwed. Get boomed. You know what I mean? Trigo boom. That's all it is. Because they just decided to be turds. You know what I mean? I get it, servers and cost money and whatnot, but the point is, that you probably caught on already, is that when you buy something physical, you own it forever, and when you buy something digital, you really don't own anything. You just kind of own the license to operate it. You don't actually own it. You know what I mean? It's kind of weird. Same thing again with Black Ops 6 regarding Modern Warfare 3, for example. This game, you can play this game forever and ever. If you got a Series X or an Xbox One and you got power, you can freaking play this game. Put the disc in, maybe download a patch or two, but you can play the game. Black Ops 6, if they decide, oh shoot, my internet pooped out, Activision forgot to hit the switch or whatever, some intern forgot to effing plug the server in or something and it goes haywire, you can't play the game you spent $70 to $120 on. That's stupid. I don't know how. I get it. Call of Duty will sell no matter what. They could literally put a literal piece of poop in this case, and people will buy it, and they'd probably love it. You know what I mean? I wouldn't, because I'm not a mindless sheep. But I know people who will buy COD no matter what it looks like or what it's marketed as, because it's Call of Duty, right? That name rightfully sells copies, because Call of Duty is a very good franchise, right? It's good it sells copies for a reason, right? It even says here, the best-selling franchise on Xbox. They say that every year, but still, it's a popular thing. But again, if they decide to pull the plug on Black Ops 6, oops, you're out of luck, get wrecked, or boomed, or whatever I was saying, you're literally, you cannot play this game that you spent upwards of $70+ on, and that's really lame. So thankfully, we're living in an age where, I've been kind of seeing a movement where, the physical preservation system, I guess, I don't know what it's called, but the act of buying DVD, buying physical video games, buying Blu-rays, buying the 4K Steelbooks, whatever. I know Deadpool and Wolverine coming out on Blu-ray on Tuesday, October 22nd. Your boy is getting that on that day, and I'm gonna make an unboxing video and watch the fudge out of it. But I'm buying that on Blu-ray. I'm not buying it on my Xbox digitally. I'm not streaming it. I'm buying it on an actual disc so that I can tell myself I own this movie. No one can take that away from me unless I throw the disc in the garbage, or I don't know, Tanner scratches it or something. I don't know. But that's the point, is that we're living in this age where technology is getting so effing big and so rampant that people don't understand. The lights aren't turning on in their mind that oh, just stream it. I got internet. What are you, poor? But oh shoot, the internet went out. Oops. Can't watch the latest episode of The Bear or The Acolyte or the whatever, you know what I mean? So it really is annoying, and I get it. People have their preferences. I'm not telling you can't buy things digitally. I'm just saying from my perspective, I think that's really stupid for a lot of reasons that I obviously went into. And I'm very glad that Spongebob is getting that Season 14 DVD, that I can say that I actually own this and can watch it without having a dumb subscription that might lag, or the little loading circle in the middle of the screen, or having a freaking ad in the middle of SpongeBob. I'm not doing that. I'm buying the DVD. No ads, right? It's great. Same thing with Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. This is a banger game now. I don't care. people were mad at his DLC. The campaign is short. I love the campaign. I'm not even gonna effing lie. Yeah, it's short, but I enjoyed it. It was fun. The multiplayer, at least for me, with my offline bot weirdo mind, it's flawless. It genuinely is now. As of recording this video, it's freaking perfect. It genuinely, it's the best Call of Duty you can ever play in terms of the amount of content and the way it plays and all that. It's really, really good. You can probably find it pretty cheap now too. I am not buying Black Ops 6. I will never buy Black Ops 6. Not just because it doesn't have offline bots. I don't support the idea of having a video game be online only at all times. Because now you're not in control of the product you owned. You don't own it. They decide when it's done, not you. You know what I mean? And that's the bad part, right? It's like buying a car, right? You buy the car, and they're like, oh, we'll ship you the gas pedal in, I don't know, 6 months, and then they don't do it. And you're like, well, I can't drive the car I bought. Same thing. Obviously, one thing's more expensive than the other, but the point still stands. It's still freaking dumb. You know what I mean? So that's my little rant. I wanted to kind of say that I'm mad about that, but I'm also glad that the physical media is still happening. I know Best Buy was really weird, and they're not selling physical media for some reason. So I don't want to say physical media is dying, because let's face it, books are still effing around, right? Books aren't dying, so I don't think DVDs are going to die anytime soon. People collect them like myself, and they have these big collections in their cabinet or their drawers or dressers or whatever, just like me. So it's really cool to know that yeah, there's the option for streaming and the online only stuff, which I don't recommend. I mean, I stream, I have Disney Plus, but I don't need that. You know what I mean? I'll watch Phineas and Ferb, but I also have a few Phineas and Ferb DVDs, that kind of thing. I can watch Star Wars: The Last Jedi on Disney Plus, but I also have the Blu-ray. You know what I mean? So when the internet bonks out, I can put that thing in the Blu-ray player and be all good to go. You know what I mean? So I think there's a good balance, but at the end of the day, physical media like this kind of stuff is important because you can say you own it and no one can take that away. Anyway, tell me down below in the comments what you think about physical media. Do you think it's dying? Do you think it's not? What's your favorite, season of SpongeBob? What's your favorite Call of Duty? Are you buying Black Ops 6? If you are, power to you. I'm not, for all the reasons I stated, but hopefully you can find enjoyment in it. If they magically add an offline single player where you don't need to spend $70 for the game and then $60 just to effing play the game, that'd be nice, you know what I mean? But I don't think they'll do that. They're kind of weird now. So this might be my last COD game. I don't know, you know what I mean? We'll have to find out. But yeah, I want to hear your thoughts on this down below. Thank you guys, and we'll see you in the next video.